guys, so today's play date is going to be a recreation of the look that I did in IMATS Vancouver. I got a few requests from people wanting me to do a tutorial on it that weren't at IMATS Vancouver, so here it is. This was my first class ever. It was my first time doing makeup like live in front of people, so I think it went okay for our first class ever, but I mean, hopefully I'll get more practice soon. So it's just something featuring the Shock collection from Naked Cosmetics, which of course has all these bright colors, so I had to do something with it. And so it's just kind of a play on the rainbow look that I've done in the past, but it's a little bit different, and the technique for creating it is definitely different than I've done in the past. So really fun, and eye-catching. I love doing rainbow eyes, you guys know this, and I think that it's a fun look. How many times can Leesha say fun? Alright, I hope you enjoy! So for this look, you're going to need mainly two brushes, two small brushes. So these are, I think they're meant to be lip brushes, but they're the perfect size. So it's going to be one dry brush and one wet brush. So I'm going to use the wet brush first. And so I'm just going to take a mixing medium. You could technically use water. I just find that using a mixing medium makes them last a little bit longer. This is a MAC one. I also like the Eve Pro one. And so I'm just going to put a drop of this onto the brush, just so that the brush is damp. I don't want it to be too wet. And then the first color I'm going to use is the bright pink from the Naked Cosmetics Shock collection. So I'm just getting a little bit on the brush. Oh, and then first I'm going to do an eyeshadow base, of course. I almost forgot. This is just Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then I'm just going to take the brush and apply it to the inner corner of my eyes. I'm not going to do it above where my eye crease is. Just about that much. Now since the brush is already wet, I'm just going to take the opposite side and then go for my next color, which is the yellow. So I'm just going to dip my brush in, get some pigment, and then apply it right next to the pink. And I just do it about the width of the brush, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so for this look, I guess it's just about double the brush, because I'm not doing the purple on the end, I'm doing it in the crease. So a little bit more than I normally do. For when you're using pigments wet, it's totally fine to have that line for right now, and that's what the dry brush is going to be for later. So now my brush has those two colors on it, and so I'm just going to take a wet wipe or a paper towel or a washcloth, whatever you use, just to get the color off. I'm not going to clean it, I just want the color off of it. So then I'm just going to repeat that. So drop of mixing medium, and then if it's too damp, I just press it on my hand to get off the excess liquid. And so the next color in this collection is this lime green. I'm not going to use that because I'm going to use that to blend the yellow and the turquoise color together. So I'm going to use the turquoise color now. So again, just dip my brush in. And then I'm going to apply this next to the yellow. I'm going to leave a little bit of room, not really a lot, just a little bit, just so that it's easier to blend these two because they are a little bit more drastic, I think. This turquoise is a little bit matte, it's a different texture, so, and because it's so much darker than the yellow, it'll be easier just to blend it with the lime green. Okay, and then next is the blue, so just using the other side of my brush. And I'm going to apply this into the outer corner. Now obviously, as is, this is not the most attractive look, so this is where the dry brush comes in. So kind of a similar technique. So I'm going to take dry brush, I'm going to take a little bit of the pink, flip it over, a little bit of the yellow, and I'm just going to alternate these colors right on that line because I don't like this. I want it to look blended. So like they gradually fade into each other, and we need to create an orange. So put the yellow, flip it over, zigzag the pink across. And so you can see that even just looks better than those. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And then for the yellow and the turquoise, I'm going to mix half of the yellow on the brush and then the lime green. Mainly using the lime green here. The yellow is just for if the color gets a little bit too far out. So I'm just going to take the green and just go right over that line. And then last but not least, the teal and the blue. Something else I'm going to do just so that the purple goes on smoother is I'm just going to take this brush again, just wipe it clean. And then I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny bit of each color and just go over the crease area just to make it a little bit less harsh. Because sometimes when you're using sometimes when you're using pigments wet, they can kind of create a harsh line. Especially like when it's this small of an area. Okay, so now I'm going to take a blending brush and the purple, and I'm just going to apply it into the crease. I'm just going to pat a little bit on first to avoid fallout and then blend it in. And I'm going to end it right about where the pink starts because I don't want to go too far in. Now I'm just going to use a skin colored eyeshadow. This is an Inglot one, but it's more matte and this whole stack is really shimmery, so I'm just going to do that around the edges of the purple. And I'm going to also add just a little bit of a black color into the crease, just to add a little bit of depth to the look. Okay, and so now I'm just going to take a purple eyeliner. This is a Tokidoki one, al dente. And I'm just going to put a little bit underneath my lashes. And then I'm going to take a small brush. This is a Rock & Republic one. And I'm going to take that purple color and just place it right on top of the eyeliner so that it's just a little bit of purple underneath the eyes. I don't want it to go too crazy. So then I'm going to add a little bit of one of the ivory stack colors. I'm going to use the purple one. And I'm just going to take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. Just a little bit in the inner corner. A pencil brush, blend it upwards. And then apply that purple duochrome right on top. Okay, and so now I'm just going to apply my smudge stick Stila liner, and then I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use the Opulash Optimum Black from MAC mascara. I like this. I used it last tutorial, and if you just keep layering it, it makes your lashes really thick and smoky, which kind of works for this look. And so I forgot I wanted to add eyeliner, so I just did on the top waterline. But there's the finished look. Alright, and so for cheeks, I'm going to be using two of my Amazonian blushes from Tarte. I have Dollface and then Exposed. So I'm going to apply Dollface first. I'm just going to use this brush. And I'm doing it mostly on the apples of the cheeks and kind of pulling it back. And then I'm going to take Exposed and kind of do the opposite thing. So start it in the back and then pull it forward. So it kind of creates a little bit of a gradient along with adding a little bit of a contour. And then for a highlight, I have my YSL Celebration palette. I'm just going to use a blending brush and do it on the cheekbone and along with underneath the eyes. For lips, I want to do something kind of sparkly fun. So I'm going to use my Thierry Mugler Plexiglass. This is in Pink Reflection. It's one of those fun, fancy ones. And then I'm going to take my Naked Pigment stack and I'm going to use the orangey red duochrome. Just take a brush and apply a little bit in the center. So that just adds a little bit of a sparkle. It's still really subtle, but the eyes are kind of what's going on, so it kind of works. Okay, so that's all for this look, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!